with the T. Gigi with the T. Gigi. Hey, Gigi. What's going on, y'all? What's up, dog? Party crashers. How y'all doing, y'all? Are y'all ready for Gigi with the T? Okay. Now, listen, y'all. Y'all know I'm loud and y'all know I'm late. Okay. I'm from Detroit, East Side. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So pretty much this is new. This is my first time doing Gigi with the T. And I said, you know what? The people need to know who I am. I need to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. What? The H to the O-B. All right, I'm playing. I'm playing. My name Gigi for right now. Hell, if you know me or you know I change his name in a heartbeat. Okay, I'm not going to allow a name to define me, honey. Okay, I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. So I just want to say thank you all for joining me here. You guys that is here on this live, you guys are the heart of this channel. You guys are the soul of this channel. You guys have, y'all appreciate me. And I love that for real. Okay. So we're going to be talking about any and everything. Nothing is off the board when it comes to Gigi with the T. Okay. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. Okay. I'm not going to be political correct or nothing like that. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Peter. Peter donated $30 for the bankhead bounce. For the bankhead bounce. Bounce, shout it, bounce. Thank you. You know my love language is donations. You know my love language is them goddamn cash apps. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Peter. Peter, why can't you tell all these? Oh Lord, what I want to call. Why don't you tell all these ninjas in my phone book to get it together? It's not a lot, but a few that try to get in my phone book. Listen, I have standards. Okay, I got standards, baby. And it reminds me, I was talking to this guy right earlier today, girl. You know I'm always talking to niggas. Okay. And he seemed like he a cool guy. He a good-looking man. But he has some red flags, you know what I mean? But I'm still curious. I'm a curious girl. So I'll be asking a lot of questions. I ask a whole bunch of questions, okay? He like, oh, so what are you trying to read me? And I told him straight up, hell yeah, I'm trying to read you. I got to vet you. I got to question you. Hell, when you trying to get to know me, okay? I guess he thought I was going to say, no, I'm not trying to read you. I'm not one of them. I'm not like the others. I'm not going to sit around like a bobblehead, okay? Because you are very handsome. I don't give a damn about that. Girl, bye. I don't care about that. I mean, it's nice to look at, but at the same time, that's not enough for me. That's not enough for me. So, okay. He started to explain himself and he was like, standards. I don't know. What did he say? But he had him confused. I forgot exactly what he said, but I'm trying to figure it out. Because I told him I have standards. Because I think I asked him because I was asking questions. I don't know if he got annoyed with that. So he was like, are you trying to read me? I said, yeah, I'm trying to read you. And then I asked him, he said, so yeah, he said he don't have any standards. He said that to me. He said he don't got no standards. Girl, that's a red flag on a play. What you mean you don't have no standards? So I said, oh, you just be talking to any and everything, huh? Right. Bitch, you don't got no standards. That's a red flag on a play for me. So he gonna say some, I just like bad bitches. I said, what? I said, so you got a preference then, you like bad bitches because I just be talking shit, I'll be like, so you think I'm a bad bitch then, you know what I mean? I just be playing with their ass. So, I don't know. To me, I was telling him, standards are very important for me. I have standards. And I said, it's not just about a preference if you look nice, but I do have standards. So I have to question you and vet you. But he cool. Not for me. He got 4 baby mamas. Okay. Then, girl, I asked him because I don't know who I was talking to. I was talking to some guy, you know what I mean? And he was like, he asked me a few questions. And I like when you ask me a question. You're supposed to ask a person questions, but a lot of y'all don't be asking questions. Y'all don't get to know people. Y'all just be hooking up, being around, hanging around. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to go to dinner with you if I can't ask you a whole bunch of questions first to figure out if I really want to go to dinner with you. I don't want to get to know you during the dinner. I want to know a preview. Let me know what I'm getting into. Okay. So, this guy I was chit chat with before, he was like, yeah, you gotta be honest. Cause he asked, do you have any ST, or have you been checked out and shit? That's the question you're supposed to be asking too. But he was asking about mental illness. Have you been diagnosed with mental illness and stuff? And I said, I ain't never been questioned that. Have somebody ever asked y'all, have you ever been diagnosed with mental illness? Maybe it shouldn't be funny, but it was funny to me. Press 2 if somebody asks you that. Press 5 if nobody never asked you that. Now, I didn't show signs of I have mental illness. He would just ask questions. I was like, goddamn, where did that question come from? He was like, you got to ask those questions when you're dating somebody because you just never know. And they have to tell you because they take prescriptions and shit. Right. So since he told me that, I kept that in my head. So I was like, I'm going to start asking motherfuckers that they mentally ill because mental illness is real. Okay. So I asked him, I said, so are you mentally ill? Like, have you been diagnosed by a doctor or whatever? Girl, why he told me yeah. At first, I thought he was lying to me. I thought he was joking. So I was asking more questions about his mental illness, and he was telling me what he got diagnosed with. And I was like, oh, so you on medication? He said he on his medication, but he's missing one dose of his medication. I said, red flag on the motherfucking plate. And I shouldn't judge. And I was like, so what happened? Like, what happened when you miss your dose? What happened? Do y'all be asking these shit questions? So, and I was so happy that he was honest because, I don't think a lot of people be honest about that. I'm not sure, but that can be shameful for somebody that suffered from that and have that and on medication. Okay, and mind you, he got 4 baby mamas. He got 4 kids, but 4 baby mamas. So 4 women out here laid on their back for this. Okay, but he good looking. I ain't gonna hold you up. And he got a big old thing. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you up. But in the inside, I don't know. But he seems cool. He talk about he's a family man. He has integrity and values and stuff like that. But he was like, when he get mad, he get even. I said, oh, shit. First thing thought of my mind, I said, bitch, he will take your ass out of this bitch. Do you hear me? Don't fuck with that motherfucker. And I was like, ooh, I think of the worst. He said, what you thinking about? I said, I think that you will take somebody out of here because I'm a negative thinker. A lot of times I think the worst shit to prepare myself. And he was like, no, I wouldn't hurt a fly. Bullshit. I don't trust that nigga. Okay. And he was like, no, I wouldn't hurt nobody, nothing like that. I just get real angry and stuff like that. And I said, well, if somebody give you some head, will that calm you down? I said, well, somebody give you some head, will that calm you down? He said, yeah, that calm me down. Girl, he liked that talk, right? He liked that shit. He was like, oh, yeah, that calmed me down. I said, okay, so I know how to fix you. When we get into a heated argument, I'm just going to submit and give some head. He was like, yeah, I love that word, submit. Okay? I was like, uh-huh. Oh, my God. Joanna said, Gigi, don't do it. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do it. But maybe one go round. I just want to see how it works. So can I just say I got F by mental illness, motherfucker? I just want to see how they act. When they do it, do they go dumb on this shit? Do they go dumb? Dumb. Go dumb. Do they go dumb on that motherfucker? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. But, a lot of times you cannot tell a person, suffer from that. And he don't seem like he nothing wrong with him, and it's nothing wrong with him. And there's a lot of people that suffer from that, stuff, so I don't want to shame anybody. But, he had me thinking, okay. What's gonna make it worse, gal? Y'all like this video? Like this video, y'all are here chilling with Gigi with the T, uncensored, baby. Okay. Crazy or great in bed? Ooh, girl. And I want to try it. You know why? These past couple of years, I have been on a restriction. I have been on a diet. Okay. I have been on a diet. I've been having high standards, and I don't know how to explain it, but I haven't dealt with any crazies in a long time. You know what I mean? I've been in a safe space, and sometimes it get boring. Okay. Sometimes the safe space is too motherfucking safe. Okay. I want a little risk. Okay. I don't know. I doubt it, because like my mindset is like, I want interested in people that are into the stock market, that got multiple businesses, that don't have baby mamas, that don't have any kids, that can help me with my business and have experience. That's the type of brother, I'm looking for. Okay. And he don't fit that. But I'm like, well, maybe, girl, he's a good time. He might be a good one night time. You want to ride that shit? Go on and ride this train. What? And ride it. Go and ride this. It's a choo-choo train. I might want to ride that choo-choo train. Do you blame me? Okay. Do you blame me? I want to know, what are the 4 baby mamas that was lying on their back and allow him to have the kid? That dick must be good, right? It gotta be good. Okay. I'm just curious. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. You like living on the edge, but I haven't lived on the edge in a long time. I've really been in a safe space. I have not done anything that was living on the edge, I just been really in a safe space, very comfortable, very boring space. And I might want to tiptoe in my heels. Okay. I might want to tiptoe in my heels. So all right. So let me look in the comment section. You mean like Michelle verse a soldier? He might be the one, right? He might be the one tonight. But now he ain't gonna be the one tonight, because he ain't stepping like I need him to step. It was just interesting conversation, and he just looked nice. But no, I don't believe that I'm gonna go there, because this is my body. And my body is sacred. And I don't want to give it away to him. And I don't want him to say that he had the ability to take me to Pound Town. I don't want to be on his list. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes I'm a very, and I think it's so childish of me probably to think like this, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on his list. Like, I don't mind being on his list, but I don't want to be on this nigga list. Okay. Gigi, how's it going? You look nice in the pink. Love the gloves. Thank you. You see the pink gloves. Child, am I sweating in this motherfucker? Okay. Shit. Okay. Okay. Listen, I've been on a new diet. Okay. This is my 3rd day running on a treadmill. This is my 3rd day running on that damn treadmill, and I think I'm losing weight. You know I ain't losing no damn weight no goddamn 3 days. So I'm coming over here look, hey, I'm big, but I ain't that big. God damn it, shit. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it's starting to get hot outside. And I think this summer is gonna be, my cousin called me, right? Now, this is one of my older cousins. And honey, when I tell you, now she gets into it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about strip club, smoking on that weed, going to jail, putting pows on people. I mean, the last time I went out with this cousin, girl, I was kind of embarrassed. And I don't want to tell her that, because if I tell her that, then she possibly will cuss me out. Okay. And she have known to fight some family members. You know what I mean? Let me tell y'all, we went to breakfast, right? I'm supposed to meet her at a certain time. You know, Black folks always late. So she come 30 minutes late. The lady, she's white. Okay, she orders. I told her I want to take an order because I was waiting on her. I was like, shit, I'm hungry now, So she take my order. So my cousin come in. I was talking to my other cousin on the phone. Then when she came in, I gave her the phone. So now she's talking to my cousin, our cousin, on the phone. So the lady is coming through, giving me water, but she don't acknowledge my cousin because she's on the phone. So she comes back and she hands my food. And then she tells my cousin, so what would you like to order? And honey, when I tell you my cousin had the biggest attitude, like, bitch, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Because why in the hell you going to bring her food out and you didn't even offer to mine? And I'm like, it's not a big deal, cuz I got you, girl. I'll pay for it, girl. I got you. Order what you want. I got you. Honey, why did she make a big deal about that shit? Then she started talking about these white bees. And honey, some of my family members are on edge when it comes to white people. Okay. I'm just saying. So, honey, I want to give the white lady a tip because she did a good job. You know what I mean? My cousin, you better not give her ass no damn tip. She made sure I didn't give this girl no tip. Like, she was looking. And I was trying to get her to go, and I'm waiting. No, her intention was, I bet not cross the family. I got to be on her side, period. Even though she was in the wrong, but I still have to be on her side. That's just how my family operates. I'm sorry. Okay. You can't trust white people. You know that, Gigi. Life a rap. Now listen, I feel differently. I feel differently. Like my family, they are like y'all. Okay. They are like y'all, but I'm not like my family. I like looking at movies with all different color races. I like looking at the Vampire Diaries. I mean, what else? It's a lot of movies I watch that are foreign, that's like in Europe and stuff. But some of my family members, oh no, if it ain't all black, they're not watching that shit. If it's not all black, if they see too many white people, they're like, I'm not watching this. Why? It's a good storyline, but they're so close-minded to certain things. So they're very blackety, black. Okay. But I'm not like that. You know what I mean? But that's just how a lot of my family, whatever. Okay. What are y'all saying up in here? I would have asked her, what's her cash app? Oh, honey, if I would have asked that white girl, what's her cash app? My cousin would have decked me in my mouth. I promise you, dog. I promise you. Okay. She was arrested because she pulled the pow out on the freeway. Okay. Like, she get busy. But anyway, I said that to say, she said she's going to come and see me this summer. And she know I've never did any drugs. I never did alcohol. So she is determined to make me get some weed in my system. She was like, no, I'm tired of your uptight ass. I'm tired of your shit. You gonna try some weed this year. Yeah, I'm gonna come down there. Stop being so scary ass. And I want you to do this. We're gonna hit the motherfucking strip club. And I'm like, okay, cuz. Okay. Okay. So I just don't know, y'all. Okay. If I start acting funny like later this year, next year, no, it's possibly some family members in Detroit influence. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Did you play too much? Oh, here we go with this shit right here. Who is that? You know what? I'm always having people play on my time. They say they like me, but you like to piss me off. Mary Alice, that's one of my characters. Well, I'm glad you ain't using the other one. Okay. Did you play too much? She locked me out of my channel, Mary Alice Palace. Justice for Mary Alice Palace. You are funny. Okay. And see, y'all scare me sometimes. Like when I'm being myself and I'm out here, hey, it feels like I be having a group of people and they come to me like they're like fans. But I don't like how y'all operate. I don't like how y'all do things. It comes off as you just want to provoke me, And I don't know what is it, but I'm scared of y'all. I am. Ooh, shit. Y'all make my ass stay in the damn closet. You with my cousin? I'm not with her, and I just don't want to fall out with her. I'm scared to fall out with her. Because we have different ideologies. We do things differently. And I ain't gonna say too much, okay? But I love her. But yeah, okay. All right, so it is some hot topics that I will go over. But honey, look at this. What do y'all think about this? Ain't she cute? I love to shop. One thing about me, I love going shopping. I love to garden. I love flowers. Okay. I love joyriding. Okay. Honey, look at this. She is too cute. I love little bling bling shit. Okay. She too cute. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I love you like what you said? I love you like this. This is you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You may say, well, goddamn, why don't you show yourself more often, your personality? Because I'm still not showing myself. If you know, you know. Okay. Listen. That fame. That fame and everybody knowing who your ass is to every turn you make. Damn, they know who then you get write-ups. Then people talk about you in a blog like a famous person. I don't want that type of attention. Damn. I want to do my shit on a low dog. Okay. Shit. Okay. Where your fan at? Right here where I need it. Honey, my cross. Jesus on a cross. And I'm sorry I was late. I can never do shit on time. And I'm so irritated with myself. I can never do anything on time. It's ridiculous. And I did run to Chick-fil-A for a little bit. The line was long, but the fries was busting. That cookie was busting. Okay. I had that chocolate chip cookie and it was soft. And every Chick-fil-A is not created equally. Okay. The other Chick-fil-A on the other side I went over there. They was kicking and laughing. I don't like that shit. Wise up, Chick-fil-A. Okay. I don't want to feel like I'm at McDonald's, when I'm at Chick-fil-A. I want to feel like this is class A service. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I'm in bougie. Hey. You know how to greet you. Yes, ma'am. What's your name? All that shit. Yeah, I like that. I like good service. Hell yeah. So that Chick-fil-A, hold on. Hope it ain't saying okay, ain't saying the name. So over there, honey, It was just they was talking too much, but it was more for the food. The fries was not fresh like Chick-fil-A fries should be fresh. So I had to bust a U-turn, go back around and complain. Then they gave me some new fries. Then they wanted to take my fry. What? Are we at Burger King now? Back in the day, when I have a complaint about French fries from Chick-fil-A, they will allow me to keep my French fries I'm complaining about. They ain't gonna ask for that shit. And they're gonna give me some new fries. Okay. Just straight like that. But nah, this one over here, nah. See, I think it's a DEI hire, or I think it's a DEI manager that's over that Chick-fil-A, because they took my old fries I was complaining about. Then they're gonna give me some new fries, but the new fries, it wasn't fresh. First of all, y'all gave it to me too fast. Then second of all, I know a heat lamp fry when I taste the heat lamp fry. Them fries were sitting under the lamp. Y'all are lazy over there. Y'all don't want to cook fresh foods. Y'all want to sit outside and lollygag and talk amongst each other like some little ass kids. Grow up. This is the job, okay? Oh, the standards are just low. I'm just so sick of. That's why I don't go over there. It might be closer to me, but I don't fool with that Chick-fil-A over there. No, I go to a certain one, because whoever the manager at that Chick-fil-A, they always, them kids out there, good customer service, honey. Ooh, and a soda always bussing. Oh, you know I like my soda strong, just like I like my man strong. Okay. Okay. You want to know a freaky fun fact? Girl, somebody asked me what's on my turn-ons. I was ashamed to say it, but I'm going to say it. Listen, you know, I only, okay. When you have a masculine man, I mean, masculine voice, masculine stance, everything, man, right? And honey, when he yell at you, my goodness. I know it's weird as shit. Girl, when he yell at me and he mad at me, it does something to my hormones, okay? It turned me on in such a way. I just be like, yes, sir. Yes, daddy. I'm sorry. I was like, damn, that's what I'm talking about, nigga. Okay. Get my ass together. I know some of y'all don't like a man yelling at y'all, but I love it. I love it. Okay. Yell at me. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm getting hot flashes. I'm getting hot now. Thinking about that shit. Okay. It ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it. I know he mean business, you know? I'm like, damn, he is serious. I really hurt his feelings or something, you know? Life, you said you gotta yell back. No, I don't yell back at no man. No. Yell back at him? No, when he's serious and he yells at me, I do not yell back. I know my place. And I like being in my place. I like when he put me in my place. Honey, I submit. Do you hear me? I am very obedient. Okay, I'm not gonna yell back at that man and emasculate my man. No, I'm not gonna emasculate him. No, okay. Uh-uh. You still happy? Yeah, I'm still happy. I'm still happy. What'd you ask me that for? What type of shit? I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Hell. Okay. You're submissive to the right man, I guess, for the strong man. Yeah. And it depends. How can I put this? Am I submissive? Not 100% submissive. No. I was not. How can I put it? I wasn't. No, I'm not submit. To me, 100% submissive is, you know, just submitting to him all the time. No, I do not. I have a smart mouth. Sometimes I might challenge him, And sometimes he will snap and he might put me together. And then that's when I submit. Girl, you know it's bad when a man tell you, you see, I gotta cuss your ass out to get your attention. Why do I gotta cuss your ass out to get your attention? I'm like, you don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that. Oh my goodness. You ain't gotta put me in my place. I'm a big Mary Alice. Go ahead, Mary Alice. Ooh, when he beats you, I hope you're happy. JT, he does not beat me. Okay. I've never been beat by a man. I've never been beat, you know? So, no, he does not beat me. He doesn't hate me, you know? So, I don't know why you have to go to the left stream. I've never had a black eye, never had a busted lip. You know why? Because I know my motherfucking place, JT. Okay. When he started yelling, shut the hell up. I don't be going back and forth with him, getting in his face, provoking him when he's mad. You know, hello. Shut it up. Shut it up. No, Gigi, stand your ground. Honey, I don't got no ground. That's my man. You know, shit, he is my ground. Okay, that's my man. I don't know what you're talking about. You just want us to break up. No. See, he's the leader. He knows how to do it in direction we going, you know? So I trust him. He's my leader. You know, I don't do no 50-50. I don't do that, Mark. Okay. See, some of y'all got the 50-50 shit. Y'all do what y'all do. Okay. I don't do 50-50. That's against my religion. Okay. So oh my goodness. Yes, I only hope so far with this mouth when it comes to my man. I'm smarter than that. Right. Are you in love? I'm not in a relationship. I'm just, how can I say it? I was talking as if I was in a relationship, but currently I'm not in a relationship right now. I've been in great relationships in the past. I have multiple people want me to be in a relationship with them, but they just don't meet my standards, you know? You got to impress me. I like to be impressed, you know? And you got to impress me. It got to be your heart, your desire to just want to impress me. That's just what I'm accustomed to. I don't do ordinary or we just up in this thing, just doing it. I'm not lonely. I'm not desperate. So no, I'm not going to just settle down. Those individuals that want to be with me, you know, when I get bored, I may say, okay, I'm available, because I'm never available for them. I'm never available. They get so mad at me because I don't respond back. I don't pick up the phone calls. Just because I got shit going on and they just don't pique my interest like that. I'm very picky, you know? So, you know? Yep, that's just how it rolls for me. Okay. Thank you. You guys know y'all love when I wear pink. Okay. Uh-huh. I don't blame you. Okay. Single is nice. Okay. I see him when I want to see them, and that's about it. But I don't want him spending the night. Okay. I don't want, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. I remember this one individual with this one dude. Honey. Okay. Okay. So, you know, he fine as fuck. Okay. But besides that, he had ambition. He had dreams. But you know, I get tired of meeting the same men with the same damn dreams. Do y'all know the number one? And it shows that clearly I'm not at a high caliber of individuals. I need to change my caliber of individuals. Because why do all these brothers got the same damn dreams? Okay, of being in a trucking business. I'm so tired of hearing motherfuckers. I want to get in the trucking business. I want to do the trucking business. I know a few niggas that's in the trucking business, but I want something. I don't want to do a dude that's in the trucking business. You know, I think that's great. But I don't want that. Press 1 if y'all have talked or entertained somebody that was in the trucking business or was getting in the trucking business. I know I'm not the only one that's always meeting these trucking niggas. Okay. Okay. But that was his passion, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to better. You know, I feel like Babs. Do you remember the movie Babs? And she was just telling the guy, I want you to have bigger dreams and bigger ambition. You know, and he didn't have that big of dreams or big ambition. That's how I am when it comes to that. But he was cool. Honey, I don't know what took over me, but I told him he can sleep over. Why did I do that? That is my rule. That is my standards. Don't let a man stay over your house, sleep over. I don't play that. No. Anyway, I let him play that shit, you know? And then I was just like, damn, how long he gonna be in the shower? He wasting all my damn water. I was like, damn, that nigga using the sink water a long time. And I was like, I don't like him. Because why am I complaining in my head how long he in the shower? How long? Look, I'm timing shit, right? I'm like, this nigga ain't paying no bills. Why are you allowing him to use that shower so much? I'm stingy as hell. Stingy. Okay. I'm like, God damn it. Then he get off of work. Then he come to my place. Then he get mad at me. Tell my son, why you ain't cooking? Why you ain't got? I've been working all motherfucking day. At least your ass could do is cook for it, nigga. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. See, when you allow him to sleep over, they be having these thoughts. You know, guys, they don't like to communicate verbally. So, you know, that's not what they're good at. They just good at assuming and just acting like something. I said, honey. You ain't paying no damn bills. Are you? I didn't know what to say. I was like, damn, he's really mad. I had no idea that was what I was supposed to do. Shit. When he gonna start paying some bills? Okay. I said, see, I can't do this relationship shit, especially when they stand in my shit. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. I feel like you getting over on me. Okay. I feel like you playing on my face. No. That's not how this is supposed to. I wasn't raised like this. That's not how it's supposed to go. Okay. Ooh, he thought he was a husband. I guess he was playing, but if Mark, as a husband, you're supposed to provide. Okay. Provide for the, but I guess in his mind, he's like, listen, you supposed to be a woman in this relationship. Why don't you have food? That's the least you could do. And possibly because he looks so good and he's a hard worker and he take care of his kids. I mean, shit, they all got kids. You can't find no man without no kids no more. Okay. They all got kids. But, you know, I think that he's used to women catering to him to that way. So he just automatically thought, I'm not mad at the situation because, you know, that's his perception, you know? So when he was like annoyed and kind of, you know, got kind of mad and expressing himself, I just said, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll do better. That's what I told him. You know, I be on here yelling and cussing and all shit, but I be fake as fuck, y'all. When I'm around a nigga, I be so different. I don't be doing all this loud talking and shit. I just be like, I do better. I didn't know. In my mind, I know that I really don't want to continue this, but in this moment, I want him to feel like he has the victory. I don't mind. I'm always going to allow the man to win, period. I don't battle. I'm like, you're right. I got to do better. I apologize. And that's that shit. That's that. Okay. Sleepover women doesn't ever work from experience. What you say? What? Yes, you can. That's a bunch of men who ain't ran through and don't have kids. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Okay, that's ambitious. But you know what? Like I said, I haven't really been out in the streets like I should be, like I want to be, because I've been like in just doing my thing, figuring out different things. So, it's a whole world out there for me to explore. Right? Right. So, honey, I can't wait. I can't wait. I just daydream sometimes. Do y'all ever daydream? I be daydreaming like, damn, I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna meet him here, and then we're gonna do this, and then that's that. I know that's a lie in my head. It's just a fantasy, but I like to lie I like having fantasy. I love fantasy thoughts. Am I the only one? Press 3 if you like fantasy thoughts. You fantasize stuff, it ain't gonna possibly come true. It might not. But I still like to fantasize about it. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, all right. Have fun. Yeah, we gotta have fun. I want to have fun. But my having fun is actually involving like having conversation, having experience, like us going places, doing things. I like that. I like to be around people I like. But the issue is, I don't like everybody. In the past, I have been on dates and I find myself annoyed on the dates. And it just felt like, why am I here? I don't even like old buddy. But I'm here because he offered to take me X, Y, and Z, and I wanted to give him a chance. And I thought I liked him, but I just feel like, hell, I can buy my own food. I can understand, like maybe if I'm hungry and I don't got nothing to eat, then yeah. But I got my own shit. If I have to go on, I have to really like you in order to take that offer, because I just don't. I'll be there, you be talking, and I'll just be so annoyed by your voice. I'll be like, damn, I can't wait till this shit is over. I did all this for some steak and potatoes. Damn, this is a waste of my time. And then I hope he don't ask me question. What's wrong? Well, when is your birthday? Well, what do you like to do? Nigga, if you stop asking me shit, I don't want to tell you. I don't like you like that. Okay. I don't know why I'm even here. Okay. And it's annoying because I'm like, I hope he don't try to make a move. I hope, and I don't want to be too mean because I ain't trying to get cussed out. But I'm just like, fuck, I gotta stop doing this shit. I don't do that shit no more. I don't do it. Uh-huh. I mean, being around somebody you don't like, for me, it's a chore. It's annoying. That's why I'd rather talk to you, get to know something about you. I like to ask you a lot of questions. I like to have chemistry already there. Before I meet you or before we hang out, if I meet you out, you get my number out, and then the next time you just want to take me out on a date, I don't want to do that. I want to talk to you over the phone. These niggas like, I'm not a phone type of person. It's better in person. If you can't have chemistry with me on the phone, I'm a phone motherfucker. I'm not a phone person, but I am a phone person, because people gonna be like, well, you don't never pick up my phone calls. And I don't, because I'm not always available. I don't feel like being bothered. When I'm watching TV on Netflix, I don't feel like being bothered. When I'm sleeping, I don't want to be interrupted. So I keep my phone silent most of my time. I keep my shit on silent. I never hear a phone ring ever, because it's always on silent. I have to go to my phone and see if anybody call or text. I like that. I don't want my shit to ring. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I like to get involved with you when I want to get involved with you. And that's the issue, because people have an issue with that. They like, that's not fair. I want to spend time with you and I want to see you, but I can't. It always have to be on your time. I have to work on that because I'm selfish. I'm very selfish with my time. So I have to work on submitting myself to making myself available when I don't feel like being available, when I don't feel like being bothered, I gotta make myself bother for a dating relationship. See, that's why maybe. See, you gotta impress me. See, if a nigga impress me, girl, I had that phone on all motherfucking day. Be like, damn, when he gonna call? Because I'm thrilled. It's something new experiences. It ain't the same bullshit. You know what I mean? Typical. I don't care for typical. All right. So I know that's right, lovely. Love said, that's how I be having mine. That's why I be not wrong with that. We are single. I know that's we are living, hey, single in the 1990 worlds. I'm glad I got my girls. Okay. Yes. Ooh, speaking about girl, I had my first. Okay, not my girlfriend. Lord help me with that shit. Okay, that's a whole. Anyway, one of my close friends, when I was about 17 years old, I met her. She's like 10 years older than me. But when I was a teen, I like hanging with older people. I could not stand, I had something against people my age and young people. I don't know what it was. It was just like, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all not on my level. I always felt like I was, above it all, like above people my age group. So, I always was looking up at older people. So I met her. She was about 27. She was coming from the club. I had my first place. I moved out on my own when I was 17 years old, and I never looked back since. No, I was not kicked out. I've never been kicked out, but I moved away for college, even though I didn't want to go to college. But I did decide, I said, you know what? Going to college, it can get me a escapeway out of my house, because my house, very conservative, very religious, very prison-like. So I was like, I'm going to take that trip to college. Even though I didn't go for the right intentions, I didn't want to learn for fucking college. Shit. Hell no. Ooh, I remember them college dorms was the worst. I'm like, who am I going to be on a college dorm with? Oh my God. Oh, I don't like to share. I don't like to share shit. So I had to share a refrigerator with him. And then this dude, I forgot his name, but he would eat my fucking Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets. I'd be so mad. Why you eating my damn Hot Pockets, man? Okay, I ain't used to that shit. He'll put $2 in an empty Hot Pocket box. I was like, this some bullshit. You know what I mean? I was like, is this the college life? I didn't care for college. The only time I care for college when I left the college dorms, going to the real parties. Hey. But anyway, so I had my own place at 17. My parents did co-sign for it. I couldn't do it on my own. And I met this girl. She's 27 years old. And she's walking down the street with a group of people, girls and guys. She's drunk with her boyfriend at the time. And they just having a good old time. And I'm just loving everything about her. Her dress, and she had her outfit, and how she was loud. Listen, I don't know what it is. It just remind me of home because I'm around loud motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And she was just having a good time and stuff. And I was just like looking at her, whatever. And then she came on a porch of our apartments and we just started talking. She was like, yeah, we should hang out and shit like that. I was like, hell yeah. And we was real tight and close, girl. Yeah. I just talked to her the other day, not too long ago. And I had her on my platform before. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah. I don't know why I thought about her, but I thought about her. All right. So let's move on. I do have some hot topics I will discuss. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I was like, look, how about this? I just pull this shit up here. I just go through the current topic news. I pick what I want to talk about. The stuff I don't want to talk about, I don't got an opinion on. I just won't do. I don't know what's going to pop up. It's just going to be random as hell. Gigi with the T. Gigi with the T. And if you guys have any questions or whatever, it's a free for all. Thank you so much. I feel so damn hot. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't got nothing but the fan on. I mean, I could put the AC on, but no, my electricity bill is so high. God damn. Anybody electricity bill high? Oh, I need a man to help pay these bills, girl. Shit. Okay, niggas be hitting me up like, what you doing? I'm like thinking of looking at these bills. Hint, hint. Okay, shit. That get them off my phone quick. That's all I talk about. They be what? So what are you gonna do later on today? Trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay these bills. What do you like to do? I love to shop. It's this new Louis Vuitton purse I'm looking at. You want to see it? Okay. Okay. Shit. I'm letting you know what time I'm on. Okay. Shit. Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay, so going here, let's go here first. The neighborhood talk. Okay, what they got going on? DDG and Ruby say he talked to her into OnlyFans page, says he never asked her for a penny. I thought it was a player of me, but I guess it's trauma thing. Oh, okay. So this is a girl, Ruby Rose. What are y'all thoughts about Ruby Rose? I don't know much about her. They said that she's so supposed to be so pretty. To me, I feel like Ruby Rose, you played yourself as a hoe girl. You are known to be a 304, a hoe. I think to me, maybe it may sound effed up to some of y'all, but if you regular and basic or ugly, I think that doing what Ruby Rose do, make herself the whore of this industry, I think that's good for you. That's level up. You know what I mean? Because you probably grew up, not being attractive anyway. So I can understand why you would do that to yourself to get all this attention and be a fetish and stuff, because you probably never had attention when you was growing up and stuff. So I'll be understanding. But they say she's so pretty. And she is pretty. She's not all that to me, but she's pretty. Do she feel like she ugly inside? I just feel like if I was in Ruby Rose shoes, girl, I have me a rich man. I have me a rich ass husband. Okay, honey, I would not be on everybody damn list. Everybody would not see my damn body. Everybody would not be talking about me and my reputation as a damn hoe. I'm not gonna play myself like that. You know what I mean? Honey, I'm gonna give me a good man. If I was Ruby Rose, if I was in her fucking shoes, oh no. But she's doing these podcasts, just running that mouth. I don't know what she on. And then she was with DDG. Girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? I can understand if you want to have a one night cat with DDG, but then again, I can't, because he seemed like he's the type of guy to run that mouth. I can't stand with effing with a dude that run his mouth like a bitch, and I can't stand messing with a dude that fucking around with too many other bitches. That's messy as hell. I'm picky as hell. If I see a dude, I'm like, damn, he fucking with her in her. Damn, I don't even want to fuck with him. Hell no, not even look my way. No, no, no. You putting your mouth on her shit. She a hoe. All that bacteria. Then you want to bring it to me? Nah, no, no, no. But anyway, I ain't judging, but I'm just saying though. Okay. So I don't know what they talking about. I'm just gonna hear for a little bit. If it bores me, I'm gonna stop. I get bored easy.
OnlyFans by my ex, and it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too, so I kind of relate to you in that way, and it's just definitely put a damper on my reputation, but it's a choice I made. And
I ain't got nothing to do with me. What?
Well, she said, you heard her there. She said she feels like she has to keep doing it. That's horrible, to feel like you have to be stuck in a cycle and you want to get out, but you can't. And now she's known to be a whore around the globe, around the world. Everybody know that face is a whore. And, a good guy that with high standards and integrity, who wants to take a whore to the family house? Who want to take a whore around their homeboys and everybody say, yeah, I had her. I seen her like this. Guys, they like to have a woman, the certain guys I'm talking about, that ain't nobody touch. No, don't nobody know no damn stories about her. She has a good reputation, and she's a reflection of that man, of his choices, you know. But Ruby Rose, honey, I don't know. Okay, all that beauty. Well, she did what she wanted to do, honey. I don't know what's wrong. I guess the mindset. She ain't that smart, huh? She is not that damn smart. Then they say she's a rapper, but she was not even successful as being a rapper. What's going on with that? Hell, I would think she was prettier than Cardi B. I mean, no shade to Cardi B. I mean, she got good surgery and shit. You know, some of us get surgery. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But, you know, Cardi B starting years, hell, shit, that was a struggle motherfucking face right there. Compared to Ruby Rose and Cardi B, then outshine damn Ruby Rose. Just goes to show it's not all about prettiness, especially in this time of ground. You know, it's so many unattractive people out here that get so much famous, and they got so much clout and so many business deals goes on. And that's good, because when I was growing up, that's just never was the case. You know, you have to look the part in order to be the part. Nowadays, it's totally different. You don't have to look the part. You can be not attractive. You can be fat. You could be whatever, you know, and you will garnish an audience, I guess. If I don't know, I don't know what's so special about certain people. You know, it's not for me to know because it's not for me. But they're making it, it's inspiring to see that. When I start seeing like losers become winners, I was like, damn, the world has changed. I was like, shit, I can step out my shell. I don't have to always worry about having this prestige reputation or looking a certain way. Hell, I can break the norms now. Hell, look around here. Look at all these motherfuckers. Okay. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a beautiful thing, you know. Do what you want to do. All right. So you see how we moved on from that? Okay.
Everyone's asking.
So this Onika girl, I'm really not interested in her. I'm glad that she's back. Damn. Did she get some surgery to her cheeks? Do y'all see them big ass cheeks? Don't her cheeks look different? She look like she got something done. She got a lot of money now. Look like that her hair looks nice. I think that she will blow up. I think she has an contagious personality. But she seemed a little bit different. It was more funnier, I guess, when she looked kind of busted. But now she's all put together. She got a different energy about her now. It's almost like it was just an act. And if it was, good for you, girl. Shit, fool their ass. They so easy.
Where have you been?
Well,
come on the sidewalk.
Well, I'm glad to be back in New York. I'm glad about that. I'm happy about that, to be back in New York. And that's all I have to say for right now.
Well,
follow my coins, follow everything.
Wait, Anaja, we got to ask you.
Yes.
So we got to debunk some of these rumors, if that's okay with you, right?
Yes, that's okay.
So we want to know, did you end up going to jail, or was that not a thing? Like, because everyone's saying she went to jail, she's stuck in jail.
Well,
what happened?
Listen, I didn't go to jail. I was just stuck in Dubai. It was a situation that happened in Dubai that I couldn't get over at the time, and that was it.
How long were you there for?
I was there for a month.
Wow. After Pakistan?
After Pakistan, yes, I was.
Are you still in contact with anybody from Pakistan?
Yes, I am. My husband, he lives in Pakistan. Shout out to myself. Ahmed, I love you, baby. We are together. We want to clear.
Wait, is this a different guy?
No, this is one guy. This is my husband.
So you met someone else?
No, this is my husband. Nidell.
All right, so there you have it. There you have it. Shit, I had to look in the mirror, child. Make sure I had to make sure this lace was still lacing down, because I don't have no glue. This is glueless install. I just plop this thing on like a fucking cap. And sometimes in the past, well, this is a good size cap, you know, but if it's too small, if I keep moving my head and talking and shit, if the cap is small, then the wig will shift back. That wig would do the electric slide back, and I won't notice. So I had to do a double check. I had to do a double check though. Okay. Okay, but I like her personality. I like her accent. It's that New York accent. I like New York accents and stuff like that. I wish her well. Damn, how many times are we gonna have to see DDG? Okay, I don't want to see him anymore. So the federal judge orders Trump administration to return the father. I guess they deported somebody illegally that was supposed to be not deported. So the federal judge is ordering Trump administration to get him back. I don't know. The judges, Trump gonna get them judges out the way. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but he's gonna try to get them judges out the way. I heard that Elon Musk tried to pay one of them people to leave the judge. You know what I mean? So, honey, look at I get these rappers confused. I thought that was Kodak Black. Who is that? Oh, do y'all like guys that wear a lot of chain and jewelry? What do y'all think? All that ice on his neck and wrist and all on his rings and stuff. Would you give him a time of the day? You know what? I'm not into big guys. I'm really not. So it's a negative for me, especially, honestly, it'd be a negative. But like if he is talking nice and he is, putting fairy tales in my head and he want to pull up and he just want to go joyriding like in a Bentley or something like that and have some shrimps in the back, some cocktail shrimps with a virgin strawberry daiquiri and have like another guy there that can massage my feet on a trip, I will consider that. I will consider that. And I'll allow him just to talk to me. Okay. I'm not there for him. Please don't get it twisted. But if he talking right, I want to experience the experiences that he can offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? What experience can a man offer you? I like experiences. You know what I mean? I like experiences I've never experienced. Okay. But yeah. Well, I don't know this person though. I don't know his ass at all. All right. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but these are teens. They said that this black guy sliced this white guy and they were twins, right? And now they're saying that these white guys, twin brothers, were bullying the black guy. They broke his phone. They did a lot of harmful stuff. And he was trying to protect himself. That's why he sliced and diced the white brother that passed away. So people are trying to get to the bottom of this, but it's just sad out here in these streets how these kids are so ruthless. I'm so happy I didn't deal with that as a child. Have y'all ever dealt with that type of bullying as a child or a teen? No. The only bullying I had when I was like, I think in preschool, this guy, I'm gonna call him K-Dog. I think he pushed me on the ground because he was jealous of somebody liking me or some shit like that. But then that's about it. I have watched people get bullied. And what did I do? In middle school, I didn't do nothing. It's horrible, right? I remember standing there watching people get bullied, and I won't do nothing. Okay. I know it's horrible. When people got bullied in front of y'all, what did you guys do? Did you guys step? Did you guys intervene? Did y'all laugh? What did you guys do? I didn't do anything. I was not a hero. I wasn't trying to be no damn hero either. Okay, I didn't want to get bullied. Shit, I thought I didn't even have it in my bones to go over there and break it up. In my head, I was like, they shouldn't do that, or they should just leave him alone. That was in my head. But then I'd be wondering, like, what did he do? And that's horrible. But as a child, I'm like, what did he do to cause them to act that way? He ain't do shit. But I don't know. It was messed up. But in high school, no, I've never got bullied in high school. I got blackmailed by an associate. That's what I got, blackmailed an associate. I was talking to this guy. Okay, that's another dude. I got blackmailed by one dude. Then I was talking to this guy, and this was like senior year, and I wanted to break up with him. How can I explain this shit? Okay, he really liked me or loved me. And he thought after I finished high school that I was going to move in with him and start a whole different life. And that I didn't want that. Like when I met him, I knew I didn't want to be with him forever. Shit. I just wanted a relationship. You understand? I just wanted to be with him for a little bit to experience what he had to offer. Then I wanted to go and find my Prince Charming, or I just wanted to go on my journey alone. I didn't want him to be a part of my journey. Why didn't I want him to be? Because he was a hoodlum. Okay. He likes to. I don't got nothing against nobody that do crime, because if you got some hookups, hey, anybody out there, y'all got some hookups on some shit, holla at your girl. Okay. As long as it's real, I don't do fake. Holla at me. So I don't got nothing against him. I wanted someone that was really on the up and up, that really wanted higher ambition. So I had planned to break up with him and go off to college, because I was going out of state for college anyway. But he had wind of that, and he saw that I was, trying to get away from him. So he was telling me that he has spies in my school looking at me, and if I ever try to leave him, he would, expose me and, put out lies and stuff. That is bullying. Don't you think that's bullying? Press 4 if that's bullying. That's bullying. That's type of bullying I got. I got. Okay. That's how bullying I got. But moving on, see what else is out here. Okay, this is different. NFL player, I don't know who he is. Sanders plans to hold an LGBT youth football camp. The NFL is very male dominant and heterosexual normative. There's not really a space for the LGBT. Go ahead, brother. I have not seen this is new for me. I haven't seen too many black men try to do stuff for the LGBT spaces. Go ahead. I ain't never thought I'd live to see the day, girl. I ain't never lived to see the day. But when I first saw the post, my thought was, people always say, oh my God, why he got to be so feminine? He's so gay and feminine. I don't mind, people being gay, but you should still act like a man. Shit, you shouldn't be all that feminine and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe this will give the gay boys that are not feminine, that still want to hold on to their masculine energy, a space where they can just don't have to worry about getting bullied, don't have to worry about homophobic slurs. But I mean, it's LGBT spaces, a space where it's free from homophobic slurs and shit. I don't know, because when I saw that bingo, that's a space of LGBT, right? And they stay using slurs in there, but I don't think they would be like that. Hopefully, they have rules and regulations and stuff like that. But I said, oh, go ahead for those that's. And I guess I think it's good, because when you hear about gay boys, you always think feminine or, ballerina or, something in the arts. You don't really see gay boys in a picture of football and basketball, even though it's a lot of homosexuals in basketball and football. It's a lot. But growing up, maybe they were in a space of basketball and football where they couldn't be themselves, or they had to have a lot of self-hate, and it was raised to have a lot of self-hate from parts of them who they are. So maybe this would be a safe space for them to just fully feel accepted and feel talented, because I can imagine if you are gay and nobody know that shit, and you playing football, and then in the locker room they're gonna be gay bashing, and then you like, damn, I get in some booty do, and then you can't express that to the boys. You can't tell the boys what you really like, but everybody else get to express what they really like. You don't feel like you can really be true to yourself. You feel like you're shorted. You can't express like the other boys can express, because you're going to get shamed. And hell, they may kick you off the team if you express that shit. You just never know. All right. So what do y'all think about this? Comment, let me know what y'all think. They busy voguing. Yeah. Well, I don't think they're going to be voguing on the football field with that ball and getting tackled. Oh, thank you, Rod. Appreciate it. Okay. I be trying to hide myself. Okay. Gigi, were you literally made to commentary? You know how to hold your audience platform, total attention, properly. Oh, thank you, Messi. Thank you, Messi. Okay. So what do y'all think about this post, and what questions do y'all have for me about this post? So y'all got any? Okay, or else we can move on. They sitting pretty, child. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Okay. Talking about my teeth. Okay. Yeah. It depends on the audience. I have an audience, recently I've been having in the past, I've had a conservative audience, people that were very religious audience, and they don't like me to, show my toddies. They don't like it. They're like, can you please cover up? We don't need to see that, And I understand, because I have been raised around conservative people. So I know how to conduct myself, and I know how to cut myself off, and I know how to perform. So yeah, it depends on the audience that I'm around. I'm a chameleon, I can be in a certain audience and a certain audience. Yeah. I didn't know you. Okay, I read that. What else she saying? All right, so let's move on. Let's see. What did y'all want to look at them comments? I don't know if this comment's gonna be a mess or not. I guess we need to listen, because I sure didn't hear what he said.
Ally is more than just saying that I support, but it's also kind of showing up. Obviously, being in the NFL is very, male dominant and heterosexual dominant, and it's not really, feels as if there's not really a space for the LGBTQ community. But with just working with organizations like with the GLAAD Media Awards, and also the NFL Pride football combine or football clinic that they.
You sound nervous. Now it's gay boxers. Well, go ahead, representation. I mean, if you know how to play, how does being gay matter? Okay. If you know how to play, how does it? If you know how to play, I don't think gay matters if you know how to play football. But I guess, gay men feel like they have to stay in a closet. They feel like they can't express themselves. They feel like they can't, they may not feel comfortable, in a space where, people doing a whole bunch of gay bashing and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know, child. I'm not a gay football player, so I cannot speak for gay football players. I'm just on the outside giving perspective, but I have no idea. Okay. We got any gay football players? Gigi, you're sitting on top of the world. Love your comments. Oh, thank you, baby. Sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. All right. Ooh, I don't like sports. Do any of y'all like sports? Press one if you like sports, two if you don't like sports. I don't like sports. When I was little, I was forced to play sports. I was forced to participate in sports, and I didn't like that shit. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I didn't like it. I remember one time I got so fed up being in sports. I told my father, I said, you don't know the real me. And you can ask my parents to this day. I've always told my parents, you don't know me. Okay. That was one of my favorite lies. You don't even know me. Okay. You don't know me. And it was honest. It was true. They had no idea who I was. Because I was always performative. I was always catering to them. And I didn't have no choice. Shit. My parents are the type of parents, you're gonna be what they want you to be. Okay. If they have this idea, they have feeling like they can mold and control a child, and if I have any questions or any pushback, then that's gonna be hell on me. So I learned at a young age, just submit to the shit, just go along with the ride. I get better gifts. Shit. If I pretend that I'm the perfect child, honey, I get all types of gifts. I get all types of good experiences and stuff like that. But if I give any pushback, then shit, that's hell on me. So I'm like, I'm not even about to fight this. Whatever, dog. But just know you don't know me. Okay? You don't know me. But going back, Gigi was sassy with your parents. No, I was not sassy with them. That's how can I put this? Was I sassy? I have times where I tried to be sassy, but my father will always put me in my place. So I've never was able to express myself. In my household was, you a child, stay in a child place. You don't say nothing, okay? Cut it up. We do all the talking. We tell you how you feel and what you're going to do. Okay? And no. You're talking? No, zip it up. You don't have an opinion. You don't have no feelings, okay? We know best. You don't. Okay? And my parents had this air about them. They were so perfect, and it's like I had to live up to their expectations. I have to live up to this perfect image. And I don't know. It was just like, damn, I don't feel like I did not feel like I relate to my parents because they have this perception of they don't never do anything wrong. They're so this, they're so that. And I'm like, I don't even want to be like y'all. You are trying to make me be like you. And my mind, I don't want to be. So I had a lot of expression. I had a lot of feelings bottled up that I never expressed because I wasn't allowed to, but I'd be having shit. Child, do you know I be arguing in my head? I be cussing their ass out of my head. And I say, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And you got to say it with a smile. You can't have no attitude saying it either. You got to say it like you mean it. You okay? So hell, in my mind, I'd be like, fuck this shit. I can't wait till I leave this motherfucker. God damn it. Okay. I can't wait till I leave this motherfucker. Y'all don't get it. I was like, damn, I need a man. I need a man to take care of my ass. Shit. Okay. And that's why I think I was, wanted an older guy that had his stuff together because I was looking for a nigga to take care of me. But I didn't want no guy that was in the streets because I just felt like that was not a safe space. I needed something that was longevity that can finance and provide, Okay. I'm so glad that things have changed around for me. I don't need no man now, girl. I'm totally independent. Okay. I never thought that I could be in a space without a man. I always felt like I needed a man in order to succeed, or I needed a man in order to have a certain lifestyle or this and that. Hell no. And I like it here. I mean, shit. I'm not a gold digger for real. I might play like one, you know what I mean? I don't need your money, but I want your money. Okay. It's the difference. Okay. A bitch that needs your money, she might do any and everything. Shit, I just want it. I don't need it. So I ain't gonna do shit for it. Okay. That's that on that. Okay. Oh my God. Let's get the likes up. Y'all getting these likes up? Are y'all getting these likes up? So why can't kids just be kids? Okay. That's a good question. Why can't kids just be kids? I mean, kids can just be kids, but when I was growing up, gay people got beat up, got put down and shit. They did. Have y'all ever seen gay people get beat up when y'all was growing up? Press 2 if you noticed or you saw gay people got beat up and stuff, you know. Press 5 if you have not. Okay. No, I told you I've never got beaten up, you know. Shit. I don't know. I don't think they did they know? I don't think they know, you know. My parents and my family was like, listen, you ain't gonna walk like this, you ain't gonna talk like this, you gonna be this way, you gonna be that way, you know. So I didn't get the chance to express myself. my people was not playing that shit. Okay. And you just, as a child, you didn't get to decide who you wanted to be. You didn't get to decide to express yourself. You know, they molded you into what they wanted you to be. And it feels like prison, but it is what it is. God damn it, shit. I don't know what else to say. Okay. My name is Mike. Do you have to do all this cussing and use N-word? My name is Mike. Oh, you're talking about Mike. I don't know who Mike is. Somebody said programming kids to feel like that's okay is sad. So I guess people feel like, you know, when a gay person is a child, they're getting programmed to be gay. And that is so opposite. When you are a child and you're different, you're programmed to be heterosexual. You're programmed to be part of the norm. Okay. So I don't know how many times when I was young, that's your girlfriend, you like this girlfriend. They constantly push you to be in this intimacy with an opposite gender, you know? Shit. They always thought if I was with a girl, there's something going on with us. Okay. And it wasn't like they're disappointed. They was like, yeah, that's what it is, dog. They was happy about that shit. And then I just went along with the shit. I know it wasn't true, but I allowed the rumors to go on. Why did I allow the rumors? Because I benefited from the rumors. So I was like, okay. And nobody give a fuck about your truth. Shit. Okay. So they was trying to program your ass to be straight. You know, they're trying to, and then you have, you know, people that know people are gay, but then you still have people that's trying to condition them to be straight. Well, have you tried some coochie? You gotta try that shit. You ain't never tried it. You gotta try it. Then you have the girls. Well, it's a first time for everything, but you know, if one person feel like this is the right way, they feel like it's no harm and trying to persuade you to be like them because they just feel like in their beliefs that's the right way. And they don't know your side. They never walked in your shoes. They feel like it's wrong. So they feel like they're actually doing the right thing. Okay. So it's a lot of miscommunication. I guess y'all just need to talk to each other honestly. And I don't think in the community, it's really a space to talk to each other about this shit honestly. Shit, I'm not talking to their ass about that shit honestly in that fucking space. Are you kidding me? Hell no. Shit, I seen what they do to gay motherfuckers, okay? And I'm not about to be one of them, okay? Okay, so that's that on that. I was like, when I grow up, I remember all this shit. Messy, yeah, we know to participate under oath or breath. I would say regarding my parents, I cannot wish to leave this prison household. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Enjoy watching you while I'm in the airport. I know that's right, airport. Okay, I love going to the airport sometimes. Every time I get on that plane, I have negative thoughts. I pray that you make it. I know you will. But every time I get on airplanes, I don't know what it is, y'all. I can't stand myself when I get on airplanes because I get on airplanes. First of all, listen, them seats need to be a little bit wider, okay? Them seats need to be wider. Them aisles need to be wide. I'm tired of knocking people's shoulders with my booty, okay? Then I can't stand when y'all stand in the aisle and y'all not moving the line. I'm like, ain't nobody looking at me. But I'm just like, damn, I feel like y'all looking at me and I don't want y'all looking at me, but ain't nobody paying me no attention. Everybody doing their own thing, but I still feel like everybody looking at me. Bitch, can you move? Okay. Sit your ass down so I can sit down. Okay. Then, oh my God. Don't let it be people sitting there because I always on the window. I don't like to be, well, I feel like shit. I'm too motherfucking big to be in the fucking middle. Okay. Fighting for fucking arm control. I don't like that shit. And then the end, I don't like people keep passing by. So I like to stay on the edge. So I feel like I have more room and I can control that window because in the daytime, I want that shit shut. I don't want the sun in my face. I want it shut down. Okay. And I hope I don't have no kids because you never know who you're going to sit next to. And I'm thinking about that. Who am I going to sit next to? I hope they don't got me sitting next to a person that's sick. Oh my God, I can't stand that shit. When they have me sitting and somebody coughing, Lord have mercy. And they don't want to wear a mask and don't let them cough and they not covering their damn mouth. That's nasty as hell. I'd be so annoyed. But what can I do about that shit? I bring my mask. I tell you that. I put that mask right on and I just try to cover myself and twist myself so they can know, leave me alone. I can't stand when motherfuckers keep talking to me on that damn plane. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. And I don't mind when people talking to each other. I think it's nice when people have a conversation quietly because I don't know. I just like listening in. Ain't it crazy? I like eavesdropping. Anybody like eavesdropping? Press 2 be like eavesdropping. I love to eavesdrop when it's a juicy conversation. It ain't none of my business, but I'm just listening. I mean, that is some juicy shit. I love eavesdropping. I love eavesdropping on conversations. But when that plane is starting to go up, I just be like, oh my God. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Please forgive me, even though I know I'm going to sin when I touch down. I know I'm about to sin after this shit, right? But I just got to say it just in case. That shit go up. I'm like, fuck this shit. Because I have no control and I'm a control freak. I like to have control over everything. And I'm playing, I have no control. What happens to me in the air? I don't even know who's driving this shit. I be having so many questions, so many thoughts in my head. I just be thinking so negative. I just have to really be quiet. And then when I touch down, I be so thankful. But it's just that going up, I just be so scared. I don't know why, but I'm just so negative like that. But yeah. Yeah, that's your favorite hobby. I know that's right. I had wind, Gigi. It was scared, but I prayed and I was good to go. That's good. Child, I thought you said you had to pass gas. Ooh, ain't that horrible? I've never been in a situation when somebody passed gas on the plane. And thank God I've never been on that. But that would be disgusting. That would be so horrible to sit there and have to be suffocating with that funk, That ain't right. That is not right. And Lord, have you ever had to sit next to a big person? I don't got nothing against big people, but goddamn, okay? Damn. Ass gonna be touching, ass gonna be assing. Oh God. Oh God. I just don't like this. If I'm sitting next to the plane, please don't bring no stinking ass food on the plane. Okay. I don't want to smell your lunch. I don't want to smell that stuff. I don't. Okay. I don't want to smell that shit right there. Do you think they remember the DL gay football player that passed away in jail in the event Sugar Baby? I don't even know the DL football player that passed away. So yeah, because I don't know who that is. I don't know nothing about that. Okay, so what else out here?
This review for the deep throat.
Okay. Good for her for selling her business. And do we have any business owners out here? Press 1 if you are a business owner. Press 4 if you want to start a business. You know, what do you guys think about starting a business? I want to start multiple businesses. I think this is a good time to start a business. And I might be wrong. I'm not a business person. I have to get knowledge, or I have to find a person that is very resourceful in business. I say that to say Trump, he's doing a lot of tariffs, right? It's going to be very expensive to people to buy stuff outside of America. So don't you think it's a good time to have your own business so you can cater to those needs of people in America? Like, instead of, buying from this, maybe they'll come to you. Maybe your business will grow. And they said the reason why, I guess, the tariffs will be higher there, it will make people want to buy more from America business. So don't y'all think it's a good time to take advantage of this and, start your business? So people that's suffering and they don't want to pay so much high, you have a service that you can offer people in these hard times. And I think that goes the same with stock market. A lot of people are saying the stock market is crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing. But that means that the stocks are low and it's a good time for y'all to buy the stocks, right? Because eventually what goes down gonna go back up, right? Sooner or later. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, okay, you got to look at the positive in everything. Everything could be seen as a positive, some way, form of another. It could be a blessing in disguise, All right. So this girl here, she is kind of like exposing this girl, Brittany. I don't care for none of them. When it comes to Kevin Gates, I don't know much about him, but I don't care for him. I don't care about the Britney girl. I don't care for none of these people right here. I mean, I would not follow them. I'm just not a fan. I don't know much about them. But it seems like this girl, she is saying, I don't know what she's saying. Let me hear what she said again.
Honestly, just sick how I was just laid up with him and you seen it and decide to hit him up to meet up. Just disgusting.
I don't see how that is disgusting. Shit, you was a whore too. I mean, you're not even married to him. Ain't you fornicating? Is that your husband? That's not your husband. You know he a hoe. I mean, I don't know Kevin, but I can tell you all these rappers and athletes are hoes. So I don't understand. That's not your husband. Shit, he treating you like a hoe. He effing you, but you want to come on social media to embarrass yourself in hopes to embarrass them. And then you look like you out of it. I mean, you might be nice in the face, but I don't give a damn about how pretty you are. I'll be honest with you. You won't get no points for me how pretty you are. Now, maybe if you was pretty with a nice aura about yourself, then possibly. But just looks alone, that don't cut. I need more. That don't cut it for me. Just prettiness, the physical, that just does not cut it for me.
He called you washed several times and that you lost your glow. That just goes to show you how this man just uses women when it's beneficial to him. Just manipulative and narcissistic as fuck.
And you just now realizing this? You just now realizing he was narcissist and all this blah, 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 blah. You been know this man was that way and you stayed lady on your back for him. I don't want to hear it, ho. Okay? You are playing victim because he pull your ass to a side or he treating you like trash. Like you are, I don't mean to call you trash, but damn, I don't give a damn. Men see you as materialistic things. These men, they even like their watches more than they value you. They value their material things more than they value you. Okay. You got to know that. Especially when you out here in the market and you allowing these guys access to your body. Know your position, know your lane. Okay. And him, you know, these guys that get these nice, expensive cars and they're driving for a year or some months and stuff. But then it's a new car that comes out and then they want that new car too. So they're going to park that old car in the garage. They're going to buy the new car and they're going to spin that around the block. And then they're going to collect certain cars. They have cars in the garage, but they always gonna want a new car because you ain't nothing but a materialistic motherfucker. Okay, that's it. If it wasn't for your looks, girl, I doubt if he even looked your way. So you have to realize you are in a material situation. You are nothing but a property. You are nothing but a trophy. You are nothing but a model. Okay, that's all you are, a fucking prop. So you're upset and now you want sympathy because he got a new car. So what? If you that hurt, leave him alone. Stop dealing with him. But you don't want to leave him alone. I bet if he told you to come on over and he got roses and he want to fly you out, your ass will go running. So just shut it up. Like, I don't even take her seriously. Okay? That's how I feel about her. What do y'all think about this shit, huh? Do y'all feel sorry for her? Press 1 if you feel sorry for her. Press 2 if you don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel no sorries for her. She want to sit up here and play victim because she a hoe. Shit. Okay. Blueface ordered to pay Soulja Boy girlfriend $125K in defamation lawsuit after he lied and said they slept together in 2022. She admit they did in 2018 before she met Soulja Boy. Wow, I'm not understanding this. Damn, they suing for any and everything. So she did sleep with him, but she slept with him in 2018. So he lied and said, I don't give a damn. I don't care who slept with who. But I guess they want money. What type of girl? Man, I cannot play around with these people. They are just suing for any and everything, all because they can. It could be a lie. They're still going to sue. My goodness. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know about this right here. They're sending comments, lying on your pecker will cost you. Fair. What the lawyer number? Damn, you can't even kiss and tell these days. Lied on his meat and paid the price. All right. Damn, for getting the years. You smashed shorty. Cost you $125K. Do you guys really think he's going to pay this? Do you think it's going to get far? I mean, if that's the case, I guess everybody can get sued, but I just don't know what to say about this. Moving on.
Somebody screenshot this and send it to me. I want to send it to your fucking pappy.
All right, she just showing you her butt. Moving on. Okay. Okay. So they're saying that China is going to be tariff taxing Americans 34% on all imported goods in retaliation from Trump's new tariffs. Do you guys have an opinion on this? What do I think about it? I think that, men are doing what men do. They're fighting for position. They're fighting for power. China don't want to make it seem like they're weak and they're just going to submit to America, so they're going to fight back. This is a tariff war. They are in war, you know. Donald Trump, he's going to bully, he's going to pick the dictate to see how he can take an advantage and how he can try to be the top dog. And he's going to flex his muscle to see what he can do. You know, he's going to do a lot of crazy stuff to see who's going to try him, who's not. He's testing the waters. And I don't know. Let's just see how this shit will go. So what do your response to it? I want to know that. Women, love yourself and place you first. Do not allow yourself to be used by men. This is disgusting and crazy. Okay. I would say, listen, if you're going to get used, just be happy being used. Like, know that you're being used. Make sure you sign up for being used and then just be done with it. But to be used and then be in delusion and be like, I thought you was really going to love me and marry me and honor me, when he gave you none of those signs. It's like, what the fuck? It's like doing a one-night stand with a person you don't know and expect them to love you. All because they said they love you when they was hitting that back. That is crazy. But that's why I said mental illness is real. She might be on medication. Okay? She might be on medication. I never met, no disrespect to G. I never met it as no disrespect to G. I hate Harris and she ain't black and don't help blacks. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, those are your political views. I didn't see what you said earlier. You know, we can always agree to disagree. You know, you got your views and other people got theirs and I got mine, and that's that on that. So Howard, and I think she is so pretty. Girl, I think you is so pretty. Okay. That home girl, what's her name?
I've also come to.
If I was a straight man, and if I was a 20-year-old straight man, I'm going to hit that. If you give me a chance. Okay. With her fine ass. Okay. She is fine. I like her aura. I like her body, you know, as a straight man. Okay. I want to put a baby in her ass. Hell. Okay. But a lot of people mad at her because she, I guess, was messing around with a 21-year-old and she 38. Y'all ain't had that same energy when these 38-year-old and 40-year-old men are dating 19 and 20-year-olds. Okay. So go ahead, girl. You bad. You is bad. Okay. So she is responding. She said it's a false rumor. It was a rumor that the 21-year-old is paying her millions of dollars. She said, no, she's not getting paid millions of dollars. That is so far from the truth. They're just really trying to villainize her and make her to be a horrible person, you know? And I think you're going to get a lot of that, especially in this administration. They're going to come for women like this. They want to make America great again. So I think that if people are seen as an independent woman that is free with her body and she's doing what she want to do and it looks like she's benefiting from it, I think people are going to try to stop it by putting out rumors and lies, try to defame her name and her character, so other women will not try to do the same thing she did. They want to do it as a lesson. Like, see, she got an effed up reputation, so don't you follow behind her, okay? I don't give a damn. I like her, okay? I like that girl. I don't know her, but I like that girl, okay? I like her. I like that girl. Okay. I don't care about them demons playing with trillions of dollars. Gigi gonna hit that. Hell yeah. You know I'm gonna hit that shit. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. 1957, 1964, 1968, Democrats ain't voted in no civil laws and by majority ever. And they dumb down blacks and keep them in ghetto, physical and musical. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't fall into the victimhood. You know, a lot of people want to play victim and oh my God, this party did this to me and this party did that to me. I don't fall into the victim narrative, you know. So I'm blessed. My parents have come from upbringing. My uncles are all educated black men with doctor degrees. Okay. All of my family is family oriented. All of my aunties and uncles are married with family that's in the household. So all that victimhood, oh, this and that, I don't fall victim to that shit, you know? But I know a lot of you guys do, and that's on y'all, you know? Just keep me out of the mix. That's how I feel about it. Okay. So let's move on here. So Young Thug and Mariah, I don't know much about these people to care about them. Okay. Young Thug, I don't find him attractive at all. But it seemed like you don't have to be attractive to get a pretty girl. These pretty girls will be with an unattractive guy as long as he got, I guess, the aura and the money and the ambition. And maybe his ambition is very attractive. You know, he's a go-getter. He's a hustler. I saw him in interviews. I don't like how he talks. I can't hardly understand what he's saying when he talks. So hell no. Mariah, I think she pretty. You know, when she talks, I can listen to Mariah talk, but I can't hear her dude talk. If I'm not bisexual, but if I was bisexual, I had to pick who I'm gonna be with, I will be with Mariah. I cannot do Young Thug. I don't want him talking to me. I don't want him in my ear. Okay. Me and Mariah, we don't have to do no freaky shit, you know. I would just rather be around her more than being around him. You know, that's all I gotta say about this because I don't know these people and I don't really care to know them. All right. So I'm so tired of saying DDG. What is up with them? What is up with the neighborhood talking DDG? It's like y'all forcing him at this point. Okay, that Sexy Red song, the Hoochie Coochie. First of all, I would want Sexy Red. Can y'all pick some original beats? I don't want to hear no beats I heard when I was a little kid. Can you be original? Okay, that's all I gotta say. I listened to the song, but when I found out it was an original, I didn't want to listen to it anymore because I just don't want to hear that bull crap. Okay, so we done with the neighborhood talk. Okay, who's next? Who is this? I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Tamar. Shit, I didn't even know who it was. Oh, she look like she got a saggy ass. Oh, Tamar, you need to do some squats. That ass is so soggy. What do y'all think about saggy asses? I don't like no saggy ass. No. I don't got nothing against nobody. But hell no. You need to do some squats, do some leg lifts. Put some booty in your muscle. I mean, put some muscle in your booty. Okay. But she's living her best life. Okay. Well, what's his name? So this guy, he was on the floor for 25 hours. You know, that's a long time. And his name is Cory Booker, you know, and he made a stand. He did a symbolic gesture. And I'm happy for him. Congratulations for you doing that. You know, people are watching you, they're talking about you, and they are talking about some people. It was like, okay, so what, Ann? And those people are just ignorant, you know? You have to do something to make a change. And doing something small can make a big change if you're consistent, you know? So you have to keep at it. He put forth an effort. That's more than a lot of you guys. You don't put in no fucking effort. All you do is complain. Complain, complain, complain. Complain, complain, complain. That's all you bitches do. What effort have you done? And then some of y'all swear y'all did so much shit. Bitch, that's your ancestors. You ain't did shit. What have you done? Nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen y'all have done nothing. Can you please tell me what have y'all done? Huh? In the past 10 years? What have y'all done but just complain? That's all I see is a whole bunch of complaints. Y'all ain't doing shit. I don't see it. But maybe I missed it. So I'm just asking you guys, can you please put in the comment section, what have y'all done? Can y'all tell me what Black people have done these past 10 years? Huh? I will wait. Okay, well, let's hear what they said.
Applauding his marathon, and a lot of our roomies are saying, so what? I'm tired of symbolic gestures. Angela, start with you. What are your thoughts about Senator Booker's 25-hour speech?
I will say with Senator Booker, this wasn't just symbolism to me. This was about getting the American people to focus on how dire the circumstances are. This gesture was not just symbolic because it lets us know in real time that it's in crisis enough for him to starve himself to fast for 3 days before even making the attempt, and to dehydrate himself for almost 24 hours so that he wouldn't have to go to the bathroom. He did different than what Strom Thurmond did. I learned this on our podcast. Tiffany told us that Strom Thurmond, when he filibustered the Civil Rights Act of 1957, he didn't have to leave the floor because he had a bucket to piss in. Right. So he didn't even have to leave on the.
What I think that y'all should do, I guess, if you want these Black people to understand you, you need to do a video format. You got to make it creative. You got to speak their language. They are into watching TV. You can't talk too much. You got to make it plain and simple for them, really short, very fast, in their face. And it has to be kind of bizarre in order for them to sit down and pay attention to anything, you know? So I think that he should do something like that. Okay, Kendrick Lamar, when he did his football thing, now he got a lot of eyes doing his football thing. A lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people loved it. And a lot of people watched that video time and time again. You got to do something like that. You got to give, I don't know, shit. But they're not going to never get it because they don't want to get it. They don't have patience. They don't have discipline. And to me, they do sing. They're entitled. If you asking me, they're entitled as hell and lazy. But if I have it wrong, if they're not entitled, if they're not lazy, please explain it to me so I can understand, because maybe I'm ignorant. I don't see everything. So please tell me what they have done in the last 10 years. Okay, because I'm trying to think and I can't think of nothing. But okay, let's move on. What else got going on? What else is going on in these streets? You know, a lot of this stuff I really don't care for. I mean, none of this stuff really is interesting to me. Lizzo explains her reasoning for calling Janet Jackson a pop queen. I really don't give a damn. But do y'all want to hear this shit? I don't give a damn why she called her the pop queen. Okay, I don't care about Lizzo like that.
I don't know about Anita.
I don't care about her. I don't even know who she is. Okay, this might be interesting to y'all. They talk about Orlando Brown. Okay, hear what they said about Orlando Brown.
You know what? This is the thing that I say all the time to people, because they'll bring up other people. I say, how would you be if you were 14 and I gave you an obscene amount of money that you were the father of your house and you had no supervision how would you turn out?
Raven.
You're either going to be no, think about it.
I'm the daddy now.
You're either going to be home alone, where you're ordering food and taking care of yourself at home, or you're not at home at all and you're out. There's no, I can't imagine myself.
You know what I always say to people when they ask me, I go, I know that Orlando that we see right now he was that way on set with a couple of restraints because he knew he couldn't lose his job. The restraints came off and he went crazy. Yeah. But he is one of the most talented young men of our generation that just took a little too much.
We had a conversation, I don't know what year it was with Raven, and I said, when this show is over, I go, you're going to be the big star. And I go, you know it's going to be number 2. And we both said, Orlando. He was the guy. He had all of the tools.
The last season, I wouldn't have said that. Yeah. Because we kind of saw the decline then. Things were not really working so well. And there was a lot of issues. And, again.
You guys knew more of that than I did.
Yes.
Because it's just.
Because as he got older, stuff was going on between him and Annalisa that I wasn't involved with. So I always bring that up. And yes, he, talks crazy about me and people always wonder why I never say anything. It's because I don't need to stoop that low because I've known him since I was 14. I am almost 40 and I don't have to do that to be popular. Yeah. He's using that as a shtick.
But you could also make a phone call and just your phone call is just like, why are you doing this?
I don't
he
have
wants
energy.
that though. I think he really wants
that. No, but just to check him on it.
Hell no. If I was Raven, I'd give that jigger dust. No. What do we need to talk about? You're grown. You're a father. Why do I need to call you and say, what are you doing? No, you're setting yourself up for failure. He gonna lie to you, gas you up, manipulate you. Then y'all gonna be cool and he gonna do this shit again. I think Raven is right. And sorry if my filter keep flitching. Shit. Y'all know I got a fucking filter on. Okay. Hey. I don't know why my shit keep flicking. Shit. It ain't gonna flick off, so I'm good. But anyway, Raven, she has that traditional stance. When I was growing up, when people talk stuff about you, you don't respond back. Even though I don't feel like in this day and age, I feel like you should respond back, but I respect that she decides to be above it all. And I'm happy that she's in a happy space where she can hear it and it doesn't affect her, because she has that strength. And when you're living in popularity, you're always going to have somebody talking shit about you. So what you don't want to say, please stop talking stuff about me because, okay, the prayer was, I want him to stop talking about me. He stopped talking about you, but then somebody else started talking about you. So you're going to go through life, please stop talking about me. Please stop talking about me. Versus having the strength. Please give me the strength to endure. When people talk shit about me, I have the strength to continue to be happy. I have the strength to not allow that shit to phase me at one bit, okay? Give me the strength. Give me the shield when they talk shit about me that I'm not bothered. I don't feel sad about it. I want that power because they always going to talk shit. So just give me the power to endure. Give me the power to stomach it and keep on going. I want that shit. That means everybody else in the world talking shit about me. And I'm like, hey, oh shit, I ain't bothered with none of that shit, dog. What's up? And I'm focused, man. Okay. That's the strength that I want. That's something I would want, because people gonna always talk about you. So, and you cannot control people. You cannot say, well, I want everybody to stop talking about me. But there you go on TV, on podcasts, they're gonna talk about your ass. Okay. Okay, so that's how I feel about it. But then a schoolgirl says, what can we do? Because I was like, what have Black people done in the past 10 years? Because I don't see it. And I was telling them I don't fall victim into the victimship of, the Democrats did this and the Republicans did that. And it made all Black people horrible. I didn't come from no horrible upbringing. Okay, so I'm not in that. But I would say this: start with family. If you have family, whether you're the daughter, mother, father, sister, okay, family, we need to have a meeting. Where do we want this family to go? I love all of you all, and I want us to grow closer and tighter. I want us to be able to leave stuff for our generation. And I have a vision for us. And I'm going to share my vision with all of you because you're my family. And I want to know, do you guys share that same vision with me? And be honest. If you don't, or you need time to think about it, that's fine. I will give you that space. But if you want to go on board with me on my vision of making family closer and getting to know each other and us having standards and boundaries and strengthen our relationship and strengthen our support system, then I want us to continue this community together. It starts with family. It starts with inside your family. That's where it starts. And clearly, y'all don't do the work with your family. It starts with family. Okay. And every family member is not going to be on board. Some going to say they is, but their actions going to show differently. But you have to stay consistent with those family members that are on board, the smaller, and just stay consistent, and hopefully more will grow, have rules, boundaries, and show love and support. But I believe it comes with family. And if everybody get their family on board, then that's great, but that's not going to happen. So you have to get your community on board. If you have friendships, if you don't got family, the friends that you have, the small friends you have, build that community. Have standards, have boundaries, have rules, regulations. And, you guys be committed to one another and your community and your support for one another. To me, that's where it starts. Now, some people, they decide to join a I can't say that shit, fraternity. And they say that fraternity is something like a family. People join churches. People say when they go to church, it's something like their family. So you do have different programs and organizations that have somewhat of that going on, but it starts with you. If this is what you want for yourself, then you have to collect the family members that's close that want that same vision, or the church members or whoever, and just start your own community, start your own tribe with like-minded people that think like you. And it's amazing how you and another person, how much y'all can build. Hell, y'all may go into business together. I don't know. You may grow a dynasty. I don't know. It's what you want. You got to have a vision. You got to have a plan. You have to be determined. You have to be disciplined. You can't be, I'm tired of fighting. I've been fighting. You're going to always fight to the death of you. That's how life operates. I don't know who told you that one day you're going to be in fantasy land and you can just lay back and you don't have to worry about nothing. I don't know what y'all on, but it's always going to be a fight. So instead of saying, I'm tired of fighting, ask God for the endurance for the fight. Ask God for the strength of the fight. Okay? I'm going to have the endurance when I finish with this battle. I'm ready for the next because I know it's coming. Come on, let's go, baby. I'm ready. Yeah. Okay. That would be my thing. Oh, I'm getting hot. Ooh-wee. Ooh, okay. You see, I have to dip in the cleavage. That should be so wet. Ooh-wee. That should be wet. Okay. That's true. But some families are different. And that's why I say if you can't go with your blood family for whatever reason, you can pick your friends. And people call them your chosen family. If you don't have friends, then you will have to go on the journey to find your tribe. That's what I'm hearing people say. Find your tribe. Well, how do I find my tribe? Well, start with things that you are interested in. Start with a vision. What is your vision? Have you done the work? Have you done the work to figure out what is your dream? What is your envision? So when you have a vision, then you start to say, well, I want to be here and I wish this. Well, let me start to research to see who's doing my vision or close to it. And let me put myself in proximity with those that are like-minded. And let me put myself in those spaces that those are like-minded. And just try to operate and talk to and connect and build chemistry with those that have the same visions and mindset that you do. But it says, or even help. And some Blacks don't stick together like most our culture. Well, if you know me, I don't look at color. Like I'm like, oh my God, I want all Black people to be together because you dark skin, you need to be over here. You Black, okay, yeah, you need to come over here. Yeah, because we all Black and we've been done wrong by the system, man. We need to come together because we are all victims. Hell no. I don't want to be around victims. I don't want to be around that victim mentality. I want to be around go-getters, ambition. I want to be around people that say, you know what? They say I can't go in, but goddamn, I'm going to bust that door open anyway. And that's the only reason why I created the Party Crashers, because I have always believed in the motto, you don't have to invite me to the party. I will crash that motherfucker, okay? You can put, oh, Gigi, not invited. Bitch, I will show up because I'm a party crasher. I'm going to crash the party, okay? That's where that came from. That's my motto. Okay, shit. You ain't gonna stop me, baby. Okay. If there's a will, there's a way. Okay. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Well, you know, we can't go in there because we Black. Well, you know, they ain't gonna let us in there. No, see, you don't know my God. You don't know the God that I serve, baby. I have opened up the doors. And that's why I say my life is amazing. It's a living testimony. I would never thought that I would be in positions and doing the things that I'm doing when I was a child, because I was surrounded with negativity. People that told me I cannot, I won't, because of this, because of that. And I'm so thankful that I didn't have the mindset to listen to that. I did listen to it. It did get me down, but it was something about me that was just like stubborn and just like, I'm still going to try that shit. Nah. Okay. I'm visioning. I'm like, okay. Because I told you I love living fantasy. So when I live in fantasy, I envision stuff. I have dreams of stuff. And little by little, I'll be like piecing that shit together. Don't even realize it. But because I don't know, because I'm thinking about it, and people say, I guess it's a manifestation. I don't call it that. It's just how I operate. I'll be like, okay, okay. And it should be just coming together. Okay, like Connect Four. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Ooh, shit. Ooh-wee. It's been a long time coming, right? I know I have been changed. My grandma used to sing that song. 'Cause the angels in heaven done sign my name. Damn, I done dropped the fan. I know I've been changed because the angels in heaven done sign my name. Ooh, I don't even know if I can get this shit. Okay, I got it. Ooh, All right. So moving on, seeing what else is out here. I'm so tired of seeing Soldier Boy. Okay. What is going on here? Krishan shows off her Yay tattoo. She also get 10 of her sibling names tattooed as well. So Krishan Rock is getting a tattoo on her face. You guys know she labeled herself as a Christian. She has a Christian song called Yahweh, and she's tattooing that on her face. I was raised in a religious conservative space, okay? And when we was coming up, it was a sin. It was frowned upon for Christians to get tattoos. I didn't get my first piercing until I was about 23. Right. Okay. My parents didn't allow any tattoo, of course, no tattoos and no piercings. No piercings in the body. You know, and I guess in my family, they allow girls to get piercing in their ears. But in my family, no piercing for boys at all. They felt that that was homosexual. You know, they felt that the spirit of homosexuality for men to get piercings in their ears. Ain't that crazy? Have y'all ever heard that shit? Press 1 if you heard that shit when you was younger. That men that get pierced in their ears are gay. That's the spirit of homosexuality, you know? Press 4 if you ain't never heard that, okay? Now all the men got piercing, child. Oh my God. All right. So therefore, you know, tattoo was seen as the same thing. You don't get your body tattooed of anything. And God is a jealous God, and you can't be a Christian with all them tattoos and stuff. But things have definitely changed now, you know. So I don't know what to say. It's just different, I guess. All right. So that's what she's doing. So people are saying, please stop posting her. The feed has too much of her. I feel like she uses religion for clout. Do Krishan Rock uses religion for clout? I don't know. I don't know her faith. I feel like possibly, honestly, this is how she feel like this should be. I think that a lot of people were raised with parents that are lukewarm. Basically, they did a whole bunch of living for Satan and living for God. They're on demon time all the time, but when they go to church, they're on God time for that moment or a second. And I was taught that you cannot do that. I was taught that God was a jealous God, and one thing he hates is lukewarm individuals. I was raised that God rather for you to be not a Christian and just live in the world versus to play and go back and forth, causing confusion. And I feel like possibly, you know, this is how she was raised and this is what she know. So she's just going based on what she know and her faith. That's what I think. I don't think necessarily she does it for clout. I think this is her belief. And everybody belief and faith is different. You know, I was raised one way about, you know, faith and belief. I hold on to some and some stuff I don't hold on to. But yeah. What do you guys think? Comment, let us know. Did you see her gospel performance, Gigi? You like it? I saw a little bit. I think it was very emotional. I think that she's a great performer when it comes to tugging on your emotion. I think she's a girl with she got a lot of passion. And I think the church likes a lot of emotion. They cater to a lot of passion. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys that suck D the same night that they got on there in the church, and they had a lot of passion and had a lot of people go to Jesus that night, and they was crying. And after that, they was sucking on some meat. So I don't know if I would say that's the spirit. I just think that people are talented and they have a lot of passion. And I think that a lot of people, they can get suckered in if you play on their emotions. And I think that a lot of people, they are tied to their emotions and they don't think logically. And it gets them into a whole bunch of messed up relationships. It gets them in horrible situations because they lead by their feelings. That's how a lot of people live. I mean, especially in the Black community and the church community, it's about feelings, you know? So And I was taught that when you're spiritual, you're not in your flesh, so you're not in your feelings, because feelings that goes connected to your flesh, and spirituality is more about, talking directly to God and being obedient to God. They told me that God would rather for you to be obedient to his word and him than to make sacrifices. So I was just raised differently. And who's to say maybe how I was raised was wrong in that religion? I don't know, but that's her belief. That's how she sees it. Uh-huh. All right. So let's move on. Ooh, it's the same people they have on these news outlets. It's like the same thing. I guess they all repeat the same stories. I don't see no new stories. They all repeat. That's why a lot of times I get so bored with celebrity news, and I just want to talk about regular stuff or what goes on in my life. But now it's like, if I go talk about what's going on in my life, then shit, then that's gonna be up for debate, and then people can make a video about what the fuck I said, and then I was like, damn, then ain't I putting myself out there a little bit? But I guess maybe it's time for me to put myself back out there. I don't know, little by little. Hell, I don't know what tomorrow will hold. I don't know what tomorrow will hold, child. All right. So any other questions, or what questions y'all got for me? Let's talk. Anything else? I'm done with all that celebrity news crap. Okay, and did you guys like how I skimmed through celebrity news, or would you rather for me to just talk just about regular life stuff? One, if you like how I skimmed through the celebrity news. Two, if you just rather for me to just talk about regular stuff, I cannot, man. This Sprite ain't hitting the same. I cannot stand. You gotta drink Sprite when it's fresh. But when you have the Sprite sitting around and I guess air get to it, it loses its strong flair and it does not taste the same. It does not hit the same. I'd rather drink cold water, Mm-mm. All right. So, okay, Kavan, what did I say number one was and what was number two? I know I just told y'all what was number one, number two, and I told y'all I put number one, number two, but honestly, I done forgot what the fuck was number one. What did I say number two was? I don't know, but I see, shit, look, half and half. Okay, look like both half and half. I love two. It gotta be a strong Sprite. I don't like a weak Sprite. It has to be strong. It has to be a strong Sprite. Okay. Oh, I got a text. He said he been looking for me, y'all. I've been looking for you. I miss you. How you been? Okay. How should I respond? Okay. Should I say, I've been great? Or should I give him a situation where he feels like he's needed, right? I don't know. Should I lie and say, you made my day when I got the text from you? How should I respond? I mean, I really don't care. I might leave his ass on red, to be honest with you. But he's a nice guy. He has a very good profession, great conversation, decent, handsome looking, what do I want with him? Do I want a future with him? No. But he's good to just be around, he's entertaining. Gigi, your smile so beautiful. Thank you. Y'all still ain't tell me what I should respond, what I should say. Now, mind you, he texts me at 7:30. 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10. This 3 hours later text. This is what people mad about me about, because I don't respond. I respond hours later. It is not like I'm with somebody, I'm doing something. It's just I just don't be around my phone like that. I said they all nice at first. I've been knowing him though. You know, I mean, I have history with him. I've been knowing him for like 2 years. You know, he ain't nobody new. He probably lurking on the bushes. Tell him to make sure and hit that like button. No, he does not. One thing, okay. If I'm entertaining a guy, it's only a few guys that know that I do this, but most I don't tell that I do it, like on social media. One, I don't want them to have access to me whenever they feel like it. I don't want that. Two, I want to be able to I want to say what I want to say. And I feel like if they're going to see a different side of me. Me up here gossiping and shit. I don't want them to see that side. I like to keep my business and my fun time separate, you know? No. So no, they don't be looking in the bushes. It's probably 1 or 2 guys that know. And he was looking in the bushes and he used to be in my comment section, and I asked him, please, I said, if you ever want me to respect you, you would stay a hell away from my comment section. I don't even want you to look on my shit. And I told him, and I said, I don't even know how and why I told you, but I regret it. So please, I just don't want you around, you know, and I just like it separate. Now, if I get with somebody really seriously, then possibly, but other than that, no. And I don't want to be known as a gossiper. I mean, shit, am I ashamed of what the fuck I do? Maybe, you know, if I go to a party and mixer, I'm not telling somebody I'm a gossip blogger. I would not trust a gossip blogger. If I was to make friends and somebody said they're a gossip blogger, I would go the other way. I don't want to be friends with a bitch that gossip on the internet all day about people. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to be friends with you. I just think it's too risky, and I feel like I can't trust no blogger or somebody that gossip, and I just don't trust it. So shit, I don't know. So I keep it separate. I know some of y'all be like, bitch, you is crazy. And I might be. Celebrity news, 1, whatever you, Gigi, 2. Celebrity news and 2's whatever. Okay. I just like hearing the truth. Should I rather tell somebody I work at Target or I work at JCPenney's? Okay. But then again, no, I don't want to tell them I work at JCP. I don't know. It depends on how I feel like what I want to say. Maybe I say I own a business, you know, and I need help with my inventory. You know, I'm creating multiple businesses. Can you help me? I'm always going to look for some help. I need help, y'all. I need help. I've been looking for you. I'm always here for you. I'm always here for you. You truly made my night tonight. Fuck it. I'm tired of texting. You truly made my night tonight by the text message. Okay, that was corny. That was so corny. But guess what? I really don't give a damn. Okay. Tonight. Okay, I just sent something. Shit. Oh. Have you ever been with a man that his family did not get along with you? Have I been with a man and his family did not get along with me? No. I'm pretty much, I get along with everybody. I mean, I really don't say much. I don't overstep my boundaries. So no, usually the moms like me, you know. I'm people, I'm not a people person, meaning like I don't like to be around people a lot, but when I'm around people, I'm pleasant. I don't have an attitude. I'll be neutral, and yeah, you know, that's that on that. I don't get in the way. Mm-mm. Tell him you bring you some KFC. No, it's too late. Bring me some KFC. Damn, that sounds fat as fuck, right? Damn, bring me some KFC. I want to need more than KFC. I can buy my cake. I need him to do something I can't do for myself. Well, I can do everything I want for him, but I need to test that limit. But no, he cool. You know, I ain't tripping. Mm, 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 mm. I want some fried chicken, some biscuits. Tell him bring some KFC. Okay. Yeah, I know he in his mind, he be like, yeah, let me get us some fried chicken, some biscuit, and his head gonna be out of sight. You know what I mean? But no, he don't think that. He'll just do it because he's a nice person. He's a nice guy. Anything else going on? Ask me questions. What's going on in y'all lives? All right. Ooh, he called me several times. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Anything else, you guys? Did you guys enjoy the show? Press 3 if you guys enjoyed this type of thing that I'm doing. Make sure you guys like this video for me. Pushing the algorithm. KFC, where you at? I hit her up earlier to talk about the Diddy stuff. She said she'd come through, but she came late. Now that's over with. Come on down to the country, Gigi. We got you, fam. I know that's right. You know, I love the country. I like the country just for a little bit, not for a long time, because I don't like dealing with bugs. Them big old bugs in the country. I don't like getting beaten and stuff, you know. But I do appreciate country people. I think they're relatable at times. I think they're so down to earth sometimes. I think they have good conversation and good laughs. I think they got good food. I think you can lay your hair down around them. You don't have to be so uptight, you know? 3, I just got here. Well, Stevie Ray, where you been at? Okay, yeah. All right, well, y'all don't got no questions for me. Y'all don't got nothing. Okay, so I don't have anything else in my mind that I want to tell y'all. I'm trying to think, what do I want to tell you guys? That's what I'm saying. You got any questions for me? Because I'm trying to build our friendship, our relationship up. Because we are a community. We are a family like a giant tree. Okay. So going once. I hope you're not going to eat KFC after that commercial. Well, mental health, guess what? I already ate KFC after that commercial. I had me a big bucket of chicken, all dark meat. They messed my order up, gave me white meat. I had to go back and he gave me some dark meat. I got some biscuits, some mashed potatoes, some coleslaw, and it was bussin'. Okay. It was good. I don't give a damn about that commercial. That commercial do not scare me. See, y'all get scared of the commercial. I guess they dipped humans in gravy and they came out and people felt this way. I'm still going to eat that chicken and it was good. Now, sometimes when I ate that chicken, it did make me sleepy, but it's good. So I figure out if something happened to me, then something happened to me. God got me, you know, pray over it. I'll be all right. I want to be a content creator doing bath and body works. Well, what you waiting on? Why don't you start tonight? Get on the internet and talk about what you want to do and make it happen. Be consistent. You know, make it happen. Stop waiting. Have a deadline. Have a deadline and stick to your deadline. Stop lying to yourself. Okay? Shit. Tired of y'all saying what y'all want to do, but y'all don't ever make it happen. What's your deadline? What's your deadline? Okay. That's just like homeboy talking about he want to take me this way and that way. What's the deadline? Make it happen, Captain. Okay. Okay. I don't want to hear what it's whenever. I don't deal with it's whenever. I deal with deadlines. Okay. Deadlines. And that's another thing. It got to do with some freaky shit. Listen, I know y'all don't be having these conversations with these men because y'all not freaky. But sometimes I ask a dude, how big is it? Press 1 if you ask a man how big it is. Press 2 if you never ask that question because you're classy or, you just above it. And I understand that. I respect that shit. I'm not. I'm going to ask how big that thing is, depending on how I feel. Like if he's educated and stuff, and I feel like, okay, I see him in a different category, I won't ask him that because it doesn't care, because, I'm not going with him for that. But if he don't got nothing to offer and he good looking, I'm just curious, I will ask how big it is. And then they send me a picture. And I say, I didn't ask for no picture. I asked how big it is. I deal with numbers only, okay? Because you can take a picture and the picture, it can look big, but it's small. And you can take a picture and it can look small, but it's big. But guess what, y'all? Numbers don't lie. Okay. An 8-inch is an 8-inch. A 10 is a 10. 11 is 11. A 7 is a 7. Okay. Numbers don't lie. So I want the number. Okay. And it better match when I see it. Because I do have a ruler and I will pull it out. Okay. Let me measure this motherfucker. Let me measure this shit right here. Okay. Hell yeah. Know your size, man. Okay. Shit. I said they lie about their size. Well, just call them out. When you see it, you measure it, and you just let them know what they are, Yeah. But yeah, I don't deal with pictures. I just want to know the size, the number. I mean, I guess the picture is nice to see how it looks because some do look horrible, Yeah. So pictures are nice, but I like to know the measurements as well. Know your measurements. Only seen a 5-inch this past summer. Oh, wow. What ethnicity was he in? That remind me of this African Nigerian dude. Yeah, he was so tall and handsome. And I just knew he was packing because he was my first African dude. This was back in the day. And I've always heard about the African Mandingo. So I was curious about experiencing that thing, And it was great because we started off with good conversation. We were going on dates and stuff. So I was like really excited. I was like, damn, he is the one. I got my African prince, girl. Okay. Honey, that night he pulled that thing out. I wanted to throw up. What the fuck was that? What the fuck is that shit? What, man? I didn't understand because I was like, damn, the universe lied to me. They said that Africans got some big dicks, you know what I mean? And this nigga, he tall as shit too. He like 6'5". African, dark skin, real dark. So I'm thinking the darker the nigga, the bigger the dick. You know what I mean? They say that. What they say? The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm thinking the darker, the bigger the thing. I don't know why I thought that way, but yeah. So anyway, that shit was like 5. It was so small. I didn't touch it. I didn't kiss it. I didn't want that shit to be close to me. I don't know what I did, and I probably made him feel bad, and I apologize for that. But it was just a real reaction of disappointment. But no, it wasn't the same after that. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. But I hope he finds somebody he likes, because the show ain't gonna be me. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I have standards when it comes to that. Okay. Do you know what they say in these streets? Not all tall men have big ones. Well, I didn't know that, sugar baby. When I was younger, they used to say if a man have big feet and he tall and from dark skin, he added up everything to have a nice big piece, and it's like a big African dude just taking you to Pound Town. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Feel like I was gonna go back to my African roots. You know what I mean? Yeah. At that time, I was like, let my naps just be free. Okay. Let my kinky hair just be free. Okay. I want to feel like I'm in Africa and in Ghana Zuzu, some shit. You know what I mean? I thought he was gonna do it like in the Animal Planet. I thought that shit was gonna be barbaric, like a motherfucker. Hell no. Mm-mm. Not gonna happen. Nope. Not all tall men with big feet is packing either. Now you tell me, Messy. You should have told me earlier, okay? You could have saved me the disappointment. Yeah. That was gonna look like a snake and shit. Oh my God. Yes. 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 I want it where I can just barely take that shit. You know what I mean? Where I'm just on the edge. I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge of glory. Okay. I'm like, I can't take this shit, nigga. I like a challenge. I like a damn challenge. Okay. Don't give me nothing easy. I don't want nothing easy. Okay. I like a challenge. Uh-huh. I met a man in my past. He had a crooked one, and I freaked out and I said, got to go. Yeah, I understand. A crooked one. They can hurt. Yeah. But I feel sorry for him, And it's like I just want to please, because I'm like, I know it's crooked and I know. And it probably not, but I'd be feeling I don't feel sorry anymore. This is when I had low self-esteem, low energy. I just felt like that type of piece of meat, especially if it's nice size and it's curved, it was like a mutant, like an X-Man, like out of place. And he needs some extra care and attention. And I'll be the one to give it to him. Call me. Satisfaction guaranteed. I give you what you need. Okay. Uh-huh. And I don't know. I felt like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. When you take that shit, I feel empowered. You know what I mean? Like I just protested in this bitch, I fought for some rights. It's so empowering. I don't know what it is, but it's an empowering feeling. When he pulled that thing out, did his slinging look like a newborn baby? I don't even want to think about no newborn baby, but I just say it was just really, really, it was really, really small, But his skin was smooth. I'll say that. Like he had this nice complexion. It was so dark skinned, but it didn't have any blemishes. It was so chocolate and so smooth. I loved his skin. His skin felt amazing. And he was a good looking guy. He was tall. He was everything except for that part. I don't mind the ones that are curved. I love them all the same. Well, I don't love them all the same. I do prefer a straight one, a straight shooter, no curve. But I used to feel sorry for the ones that have the curve. I used to feel sorry. So it's like, giving them shelter, but not anymore. I don't do that shit no more. I've changed. I'm not like that. Mm-mm. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. How often do you guys think I should do stuff like this? Gigi with the T. How often did you guys want me to come here and do this type of show? And should I have a more structured show? I think it should be structured. I think you should have an outline on the story that you want to tell or what you want to talk about. I'm talking to myself. That's what I think you should do. Okay. I think you should be consistent. How do you guys like the title? Gigi with the T, and I gave the date. It was inspired by Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva, all he does is put Funky Dineva live and he put the dates. And he has garnished an audience, which is already his audience, but they're very loyal and dedicated to him. And I was like, well, maybe I should do a show. And I was inspired by him. And so I wanted to put Gigi with the T and see if I can continue and just, be more raw, more open. And I pushed that as a show. And I just put a date. I mean, I could have added celebrity names on it, but I said, well, let's see what you have. Could you do a show without celebrity names attached? Could you get into the algorithm without celebrity names attached? Or what? I know it may take some time, but if you're consistent, maybe, it's a go. And if you're consistent and it doesn't work, then just scratch it and just do something else, So I want to know your thoughts about it. Do you like the name? Do you like how I title things? Let me know. It's important I get your feedback. Okay. Monday through Friday is good. Okay. So Sugar Baby say Monday through Friday. Okay, so the weekend, we off, baby. So we doing it just like Funky then. Come on, Funky. Okay. Do more storytelling. Okay, so when I do more storytelling, should I label the name of the video, the story I'm telling, or should I just keep it Gigi with the T and the date? Which one, LT? I don't know. I definitely trying to do Gigi with the T so you can get that in the algorithm, That's how I'm trying to think it will work. That's what I'm thinking it will work. I'm not sure. We just have to test the waters. Gigi and the T and the dare. I like discussing Pacific topics. Okay. It's working. I like listening to your African experience. But then what if I got multiple story times in one video? Because if I do a title with one storyline in the title, people gonna want me to stay in that lane. But what if I got another story and another story, then it's gonna be limited. But if you do Gigi with the T, it's just like a variety, right? So I don't know, child. I'm just trying shit out. So I'm going to try Gigi with the T with different dates and just see how that works. I'm inspired by Funky Dineva and his audience. God damn it. Okay. So I just want to try it. I think picking a few can work. But I still will be doing live streams that is going to be catered to a certain topic. It's not like I'm just going to just do Gigi with the T and that's it. I'm still going to do other topics that is specific, but when it's Gigi with a T, it's just going to be this type of feeling. It's just going to be this type of branding, I'm not going to carry this type of attitude and talking about this freaky stuff when I talk about different topics, if that makes sense. All right. Try Gigi with the yeah, I know it's my choice, but I want to know your thoughts about it. Oh, I want something to drink. I want some soda or something, because this Sprite is horrible. I want to throw it away now. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you guys on the next show. Bye.